Tyler Perry needs to put away his pen, his pencil, his iPad, his typewriter, his computer. Take them away. Hey y'all, thanks for clicking on this video. I am back to review the final 2 episodes of Beauty in Black by Tyler Perry. Tyler, he has to be stopped. He needs to be stopped. He is hoarding or confiscating resources that could be utilized by more skilled filmmakers. So it makes you wonder about, you know how people talk about how the industry likes to portray us in a certain way. I do believe that to a certain extent. I don't really buy into it heavily, but you know, just looking at Tyler Perry's rise and the space he's taken up in the industry, I have to believe that is exactly what's going on. Because nobody that unskilled, that unimaginative, that delusional should be getting the type of deals that he's getting. While we have people out here like Issa Rae, who has talked about in the past how it's hard for her to get her work out there. Her shows, for instance, she had a show on HBO Max. What was it? Rap. She's had a number of shows, but Issa cannot find work or find an outlet for her work. But you have the likes of Tyler Perry, who has a 6-picture deal with Netflix. How is that possible? Why is that? I would love to see Issa Rae with a deal like that. I would love to see Lena Waithe with a deal like that. Lena has some great shows on BET, by the way. They Escape Me Now, Big-ish or Big. That was a good show. I think it only had 1 season. Or maybe I'm getting her shows mixed up. She definitely had the one with the millennials. She had Boomerang. I think that was her show on BET. Good show, just went away. So we got people like that truly know how to produce films, series. And they can do the serious stuff as well as the comedy. So they are diverse in what they are able to bring to the table. Whereas Tyler brings the same old stuff. He brings the same old stuff and he has all the deals. A deal with Netflix, a deal with Amazon. So at the end of the day, I mean, I got to believe that this is a push by the industry to display the culture in an unappealing way. And then you have people from different countries and people in this, white people in this country that truly believe this is what, number one, what we like to consume, and it represents us. And it's offensive to me to even think about. 2 quality creatives that do amazing things, but they don't get the same opportunities. There are others. There are probably even some I haven't even named, I don't even know about because they have not been given a spotlight just yet. Yet we have Tyler Perry holding space in the way that he does. The world is upside down. The world is freaking upside down. All right. So in episode 7, one of the most annoying things for me, and Tyler does this in a lot of his shows, he tries to write romantic or seductive scenes. And I think it displays the fact that he is not himself experienced in the area of romance because the way he writes them, they're so cringy. For instance, the scene with Mallory and Calvin, that's his name, right? The security guy. The way he wrote their interaction, their I guess flirting, it's always too much. It's too much. Calvin saying stuff like, "You want me to blow your little back out?" It's cringy. It's not appealing. It's not sexy. He writes as though he's writing. Y'all remember those Harlequin romance novels where the romance and the sex was just, sex scenes and sex discussion was just over the top. That's how Tyler writes. So I can't help but to believe that this man has little to no experience in the area of romance or relationship or intimacy. The scenes between Mallory and Calvin just lasted too long. The conversation just lasted too long with the awkward um, things that he was saying to her. Tyler always gets in his bag where one or the other is dominant and the other party is turned on by it. He does it so much, so often. It's tired at this point. So then we get into the crazy stuff for real. This back behind the building parking lot orgy that went down, Tyler ought to be ashamed of himself. Like, what? Where? Okay, so I just got to accept the fact that he's not operating in reality. Okay, so reality aside, what would make someone write that? What would make someone think that that is worthy of making the cut in their series? What would make someone think that that would be something exciting? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But I guess there's an audience for this. I would like to think that audience is really small. So why even cater to it? I just don't understand. I mean, you have people having sex on top of cars, in cars. This one lady had both of her legs hanging out of the window. So I don't know what position, what act you could be doing with both of your legs hanging out of the window. I don't know what act you could be performing. It's just dumb. It's just dumb. He ought to be ashamed. And then Charles in the bathroom with the stripper soliciting him, and the stripper just grabs him and put him in like a what do you call it? A figure four. I don't know. Arms behind the back, like so abruptly. He's trying to initiate sex with him. And that's the way Tyler wanted it to play out. This rough, weird, out of pocket maneuver that he put on Charles. It was just ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I think I'm going to be using ridiculous, dumb a lot in this video. So please excuse me because I am really at a loss of words. And that's the only thing that comes to mind when I think about this series and these two episodes. It's
stupid. It's all just stupid.
Then we get to the last scene where Tyler really shows his insanity with Charles. So I'm assuming when Norman went to the garage to talk to the guy, he saw the yellow vehicle and he just made the connection. That's Charles' yellow vehicle. And then when we get to the club, Tyler chose, because remember, Tyler is the director. Tyler chose to spend a lot of time on that yellow car in the parking lot. And I'm just like, okay, Tyler, you don't even know how to be discreet in your storytelling or the visuals for your storytelling. He spent so much time on that yellow vehicle. So, of course, us watching, we got to think, okay, there's some significance to this yellow vehicle. And then it dawned on me, oh, that guy's brother that was unalived at the garage, he was standing next to a yellow vehicle in this picture that Norman took notice of, right? So anyway, Charles is leaving. He's going down a private road, and we see him basically attacked by a militia. A damn militia. Little old Charles is attacked by a militia. And, he Swiss cheese, and then the car explodes. Why, Tyler? Just why? Too much. It's just too freaking much. And that wraps up episode 7. But little did I know it was going to get worse. It was going to get worse. Like this was the build up to even more BS, because we get into episode 8 and Horace has his machine thing and he takes out all of these robbers, right? He takes out all of these robbers. Kimmy Smith, this entire series, she was like the main, if not the main, the co-main character of this series, saying absolutely nothing. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, daddy. And weeping. That's all we got this whole freaking series from the main character. And then we get more of this sexual tension between Calvin and Mallory. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody likes it, Tyler. Please stop trying to write intimacy and seduction. Please stop. This is not your wheelhouse. Please stop. You know what? Just stop writing altogether. And I cannot forget the silly scene in the restaurant with Roy and the lawyer when Mallory pops up. How did Mallory clear the restaurant with a text? And what was in the text? I guess Tyler was trying to show that this woman has a lot of power. She can make things happen, but that was just not good. It was just not good. And then you have Roy, who has been so belligerent the whole time, but suddenly he gets the same text or a different text, and he obliges and leaves. What the hell? Makes no sense. Make it make sense. And so, yeah, I was right. And I don't know, I'm not going to necessarily pat myself on the back because this show was very predictable. But I was right about Rain being alive. Horace actually did get her moved. They go to see her, and I'm trying to figure out, how does she see blood on black tennis shoes? She's like, Angel, there's blood on your shoes. Angel has on black tennis shoes. How you seeing blood on his shoes? Then you have this stupid fight with Mallory and Roy in the truck, and it went on longer than it should. And they're basically, stop. No, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, I will. No, I will. Yes, you did. No, it was like that kind of kitty back and forth writing. It is so amateur. You know what? I had somebody tell me, why don't you write something and you don't employ people? If I did write something, I think it would be better than that. Or it may be about, no, it'll be better than that. Because as an adult with a functioning brain, you would expect more, especially from a man who's been doing this for decades now. You know, if you don't want to hire writers, fine, but go to writing classes. Go try to perfect your craft. It's obvious he's not trying to perfect his craft at all. He's resting on the fact that we're going to watch this stuff, and I'm done. I'm so serious. I am done giving Tyler views. I think that show is like #1 on Netflix. A lot of people are just watching because, you know, it's trending. And I get it, but I'm going to stop participating in that because that man does not deserve these views. He does not deserve it. And it's not because he's a bad person. It's just he is unqualified to be doing what he's doing. Period. He's unqualified. We finally see Kimmy stand up to Body, which was great. Like, finally you standing up to her. You get into a tussle with her and then you run her over with the car. Okay. The big lady Body sidekick, that scene with her pulling up with the van door open and the girl in there screaming and she just pulls off. That was a scene from a cartoon. That's all I could think. That's a scene from a cartoon. And again, that's pretty much it. That is how Tyler chose to end the first season of this series. We got no. Now, I'm all with a cliffhanger. I'm all for a cliffhanger. But you got no resolution in anything. Horace now knows, or he suspects, that Norman is running this operation. We don't even see him do anything about it. We don't even see him have the first meeting with the judge. Instead, he requests a meeting with the judge at 6 a.m. Just silly stuff. So yeah, we got what did we get other than a wild ride to nowhere? Honestly, what did we get? Because I'm trying to think. Nothing got resolved. Nothing got resolved. Rain survived, thank goodness. Angel and Kimmy are still enslaved. Jules has been found out, but nothing has happened with that. Roy is still out here rowing. You got a lot of unalive people. I don't know. So that's all I have, y'all. Horrible episode, horrible season. I would not be watching part 2, the audacity of him to delay it until spring 2025, as though it's something to really be waiting and looking forward to for that long. Be for real. Be for real. Spring of 2025. I'm sure it's already written. You know, he write his stuff in like, he could write a series in a week. I'm sure it's already written, already filmed. Just drop that junk. Drop it now. Why wait? Yeah, y'all, those are my thoughts, and I'm so glad it's over. Let me know if you enjoyed this. Let me know if you're looking forward to part 2. Yeah, drop down in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.